So Narada Muni was saying, please give me something in charity. The same thing was done when Lord Chaitanya instructed Haridas Thakur and Lord Nityananda to go to the streets and then told him to beg everyone to simply please chant Krishna's name. So they would also approach everyone and say, we've come before you asking for some charity. Please give us this most wonderful gift. Please chant Krishna's names. Now one who sees Krishna in the words of the spiritual master, one who sees Krishna manifest through the words of the spiritual master, and certainly when Krishna is manifesting, then the disciple accepts Krishna's instructions, and by such service, gradually the devotee becomes qualified to enter into the spiritual world. So Prabhupada specifically stated, as he's so perfect in understanding when somebody reads this, to think that at the time of initiation one actually has to simply give away all of one's possessions, keep one's single cloth, and go to the bank of Ganges and live a cottage. Prabhupada said, no, actually, whether one lives in a palace, whether one lives in New York or London, wherever he lives, the essence of these instructions said he has to dedicate his life to chanting the holy name of the Lord. Sometimes they're nervous, they can't even remember. I had that once before, actually. It happened in Dasi, the elderly gentleman for initiation. I asked him what are the four regular principles, and he just sat there and all the boys are trying to nudge me. Scratched his head. Had to go back, sit down. Somebody else come and came back again. He couldn't remember what they were. So I realized at a particular point that this candidate needed mercy, so I gave him the name of Guru Das. Dr. Manish is my initiated disciple. And we give him the name Krishna, which means master of the senses. And his name is Hrishikesh. Go to the verse Krishna is master of the senses. He can control our senses. We try to control our senses by our own efforts without engaging our senses in Krishna's service. It will be very, very difficult to achieve the complete state of renunciation. Krishna is very kind in so many different ways, helping us to control our senses and giving us Krishna Prasadam by manifesting before us in the form of the Akshavigraha. In this way, we utilize our eyes and our tongue and our ears for hearing Krishna's glories in the mouths of the devotees of the Lord. Then, in this way, our senses will automatically become controlled. So you should always aspire to keep your senses controlled by engaging in Krishna's service and take control of them for you by giving you how to taste. Vishaya Vinivartate Nirahara Siddhina Rasa Vajana You may restrict yourself from sense enjoyment of the taste of the remains by ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste of the tasting consciousness. See me, we are also accepting today as an initiated disciple. We have Prabhupada, Guru Prabhupada, Radharani, which means she is a queen of happiness. Your new name is Sukesvari, Devi, Dasi. Sukesvari is queen of all happiness. So she is all eternally happy and rendering service to Krishna. And therefore she is the queen of happiness because she experiences no happiness, the highest happiness. Like recently in my last show, one godbrother of mine was asking me a question after the lecture I gave. He said, why is it that Krishna said he could not repay the gopis? And I was explaining to him because the happiness the gopis experience in serving Krishna, the way that they serve Krishna is the highest happiness. There's nothing higher. So in Krishna's storehouse, there's nothing higher he could possibly give them. So he said, let your service be my means of repaying you, because there's nothing else I can give you that's anything higher than the service which you're rendering to me. So Radharani was experiencing the highest happiness. She is the queen of happiness. And therefore you are a servant now, Radharani. You should also, rendering service, become also similarly very happy. It's like the story in Chaitanya Charitamrita of the maidservant of Srivas Pandit, who every day she brought water for the Supreme Lord, and for him to take his bath, and she would leave it outside the house, and she would never be present. The Lord would simply see the pots of water standing in front of the house, and he asked Srivas Pandit one day, he said, who is bringing all of these water pots? And all the other Vaishnavas said, it is the maidservant of Srivas Pandit. Her name is Devi. Lord Chaitanya said, Devi? No, I couldn't accept it. Today I've accepted her within my heart. She will always be known as Suki. So, Duki means unhappy, and Suki means always happy. So Chaitanya gave her the name Suki. So you are Sukesvari, queen of happiness.